Welcome back. In the last video, we left off by handling our form submission within Stripe. And after that, we were able to go into the Stripe dashboard here and verify that that payment was completed. And here you see a few I've been testing that show a status of succeeded, okay? But we verified that that status was indeed succeeded. And then we also ended up having our application redirect over to this home page after that submission. But not only that, but we also ended up passing along a Stripe object that is provided to us from Stripe after a successful payment. And the reason why I wanted to pass that along here to this page here during that redirect is because I want to check I want to make use of a property. There's one in particular for now, which is called the status. And if that status is succeeded, then I know that the payment was successful. Then I can go ahead and perform some tasks, which I have included here in my notes. And one is being able to clear some data in Redux, like clearing the cart, clearing the order, and clearing out local storage with the exception of the user. So everything except for the user data, because we want that user to continue to be logged in, and we want to display a success message. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And to get started, what I would like to do is, now that when we redirected here, I mentioned that object that's being passed along. Let's go ahead and go to our home page though and console log it. Let's go ahead and console log that data. So I'm going to go to the home component here, and we are going to grab that with use location. And that's coming from the React Router DOM library. And over here, we'll go ahead and copy this, paste, change this to location. Now we got the location object. And right below here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a console log of the location. Go ahead and save that. And if we go back here, okay, let's see. Why is it doing that? All right, it's not use dispatch, use location. Save that. All right, refresh again. Okay, so here you see that we have the object that's passed to us, and within it there's a property called state, and that state has the result, and then we have the payment intent, and it's within this payment intent that we have details about our payment. And there's one in particular that I'm very interested at the moment, and that is the status here, which tells us that the payment was succeeded. So okay, so now that we know that, now that we were able to grab that data using this location, let's go ahead and delete this console log here. Okay, so now what I would like to do is, let's see here. So let's go ahead and we're going to create a clear cart action function and a clear order. So let's start with the clear cart action function. So go ahead into the Redux folder and open up cart actions. Go ahead and copy this delete from cart, paste below, and we're gonna go ahead and make some adjustments here. I'm just gonna say clear cart. No argument's gonna be passed, so just have this empty. And we can delete all of this here. So all we're gonna have is just dispatch, and we can delete this payload. And the type, we're gonna change this to clear cart. All right, save that. And now we're gonna have to, let's go ahead and import that here. We haven't created the constant, but we will right after this. So we imported it here. So now let's go to the constant and open up cart constants. All right, and add clear cart. Okay. All right, next, let's go over to the cart reducer. Import that clear cart. Copy one of these case statements. I'm going to copy the delete from cart, paste that there, rename clear cart. And what I would like to do for this cart reducer is I would like to just reset this cart to be an empty array. So we can just, for this clear cart, just do like so. So that way when this case is true, then we're going to reset the cart array to be empty. Okay, so that takes care of that. Next is, let's go ahead and yeah, actually, let's go ahead and call that here. Let's dispatch this. You know what? No, let's take care of that in a moment. Okay, so now that we created the clear cart redux action, I should say redux, yeah. Let's go ahead and create the clear order action as well. So I will come here to the actions, open up the order actions, copy this, and we will call this clear order. Don't need an argument, just leave it empty. Okay, here I'm gonna delete this here. So all we needed is the dispatch, and we're gonna call this clear order. And we don't need the payload. Okay, actually go up here and let's import that clear order. Save. And now let's open up our constants folder and look for order constants. Call this clear order. Clear order. Okay, all right. So now let's see. All right, so we got the constant. Now let's go ahead and go to our reducer for order reducers. Call clear order. Copy one of these case statements here. Paste. And check if the clear order. Then we want to reset these two to their default state. So I'll copy those two. Now delete this and paste those. So you want to reset the shipping address to an empty object and reset the payment method to an empty string. So save that. Okay. All right, next let's see here. Let's go back home. All right, so now we have two action functions, one to clear the cart and one to clear the order within Redux. So we can go ahead. I'm going to set another use effect, call one at the very top. Takes two arguments. So the first is the callback in which you want to execute, and then the second argument is for the dependencies. We don't need any dependencies, so I'll leave it empty. And at the very top, let's see here. So we want to clear the cart in Redux. And here we want to clear the order in Redux. And then we want to clear local storage. Except for the user, except user. Okay. Next, let's see here. Oh, but we're gonna have a condition that we're gonna do before we even execute any of those. We're going to check that if the location, state, and location state dot, let's see here. So we got location. So if the location state result payment intent status. Okay, so location state result payment intent, state result payment intent dot succeed status is equal to succeeded, then we want to perform these three actions here. Okay, so now that I mentioned we already set up our action functions for the clearing the cart and clearing the order, let's go ahead and import those. So let's go ahead and import clear cart and let's import clear order. Okay, and we're gonna do a dispatch of clear cart. And here we're gonna dispatch clear order. All right, next we want to clear the local storage except for the user. So what we're gonna do here is let's close up this Redux folder. Let's collapse some of these here. Okay, so we're going to go to the helpers folder, locate local storage, and we have some methods that are, or some functions that are specific to local storage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to call this function delete, or to say clear cart local storage. I would call it delete local storage or clear storage, but I feel like it would look similar to this here. So clear cart local storage, and let's see here, this is going to be empty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this function from within here. And I'm going to, let's see. So let's take a look at our local storage here and see what we have. So we're going to want to delete the cart, the payment, shipping address. And I mentioned we are going to keep the user. So cart, payment method, and shipping address. So we're going to do cart. Shipping address. and payment method. And as a matter of fact, we are going to have a callback here, function as an argument. So here we'll call next. So this will be the callback function here, which we're going to use to display. Yeah, we're going to use this callback. So okay, so that should be it. So we're deleting everything for local storage, and then we're going to call this, we're going to have this callback function execute. Now that we have clear cart local storage, let's go back to the home page, and we can go ahead and call this here. And then I mentioned we have the callback as an argument. Okay, so let me see here. So let's see, clear cart Redux, clear order, clear local storage. Okay. So what we'll do here now is, let's go ahead and do a console. Oh, let's do a console log here and say local storage deleted. Or yeah, I'll just do that for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a try for now. Oh, clear cart local storage. Yeah, we have to import that. So import clear cart local storage. Okay. Dispatch. All right, so that's complaining about this use effect here, not having dispatch. What we can do is, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this here. Paste that in there. Save that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and test. Let's go ahead and test this out. So it looks like, because I refreshed, so you can already see that the application, it deleted everything except for the user. Let's go ahead and shop again. So let's go ahead and add this pizza, and let's add veggie burger. Go to the cart. Collapse this. $27. Proceed to payment. Okay, so here's our Stripe form. Let's check out Stripe dashboard to see. I'm gonna refresh this just to see what we got right now as far as the status. Okay, so $27 and it's incomplete. Let's go ahead and click here to see further details. All right, so payment method none. Okay, so a timeline is saying that payment started. So this is like a pending hold, and it's saying that the amount is $27. Okay, so this is what we currently have right now. And let's go back to our form, fill this out, and also let's submit. Yep. All right, that's working. All right, let's do 12, 23. Let's do 4242, 90210. All right. And all right, so let's have a look here. All right, so here's our local storage. You see that we have our cart, our shipping address, and the payment method. So if we submit, we're redirected to the home page and we have our local storage deleted, except for the user. Okay, and you also see it here, the cart, that it's reset to 0. So all right, so that's good. All right, next is, let's see, what else do we want to do here? So we did that. All right, so let's go ahead and set up a state for our message. Let me mark this clear local storage. All right, so we want to display our message. So what we're gonna do now is, let me collapse this. All right, so here, what we can do is we can set up a component state level of success message, set success message, and then use state. And by default, it's gonna be an empty string. And we're gonna have to import that use state. So use state. Let's come back down here. And the success message, we're gonna want to display. Let's do that right above this new arrivals here. So we'll do if success. No, actually, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're actually going to check that these are true, that these conditions are true also before displaying that message. So I'm gonna come down. Where is it here? All right, right over here. Paste that in, and I also want to check that success message and success message. And then we're going to here, actually, let's do this. And we actually have a helper function here, which is to display the success messages. So I am going to go to my helpers folder, locate messages. Let me collapse some of these folders here. We don't need these anymore. Okay, so the message, we have this show message, show success message. So I want to make use of this one here. And as an argument, we want to pass the message. So I am going to grab that, import show success message. And then here we want to do show success message, and then pass along this right here. Well, actually, you know what? No, this is not what I want to do. So if, wait, okay, so we're going to check if the location state and location state result payment intent status is equal to succeeded and success message has a value, then we want to, then we want to show success message and then pass in this success message. All right, let's go. If I save that, we get it formatted. Success message is assigned a value but never used. All right, so let's go ahead and move back up here, and let's see. Let's here for the clear cart local storage, we have this callback as an argument. So within this callback, this is where I want to set this success message and say payment was successful, and the exclamation. Okay, save that. And let me collapse that. All right, so save that, and let's go back here. So you're ready. So as you can see here, we have your payment was successful. And that's because we have this object that's currently here now. Okay, so what we want to do now though is I would like to center this. Let's place this in the center. So I am going to you know what, you know what, I'm going to do this a little differently. Yeah, because I need to center this. All right, I'm going to grab this here from show message, show success message, come back here, and I'm not going to use this show success message. I'm going to remove it from there, delete this, and then I am going to just display, I'll put the div tag here directly with my message that I want, which is success message. Let's try that out to see that, just make sure it works. Okay, it's still working, but now I can center it. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to say text center. Save that. Let's come back. Okay, there, it's centered. But now, as you can see, is that it's not going anywhere, right? It just continues to show up. So what I would like to do is to have this display for a moment of time, for like 5 seconds, and then have it disappear. So one way we can approach this is, let's see here, within the clear local storage, I am going to run a set timeout, and this takes in 2 arguments. So the first argument is the function you want to execute, and then the second one is when do you want this, is when you want the execution of that function, the first argument, to occur. So I'm going to do, after 5 seconds, I'm going to want to do a set success message, but I want to clear it out. So I want it to be empty. And this success message, I want to remove it from here and instead place this above the set timeout. So the message will display from this here, and then the set timeout will execute, but after 5 seconds, in which it will set that success message to be empty. And I'm gonna delete this console log here. All right, so let's go ahead and save this and check it out. See it showing, and it disappears. All right, awesome. All right, so let's go through this whole process again. Let's go and shop. Let's go, let's add this veggie burger. Let's add this cheese pizza, and let's go ahead and view this product for penne pasta. All right, and I want to add that too. So we see we had 3 items in the cart. Let's go check out. We have our 3 items. I want to add more to my penne pasta, and maybe I want to delete this cheese pizza. All right, and now we see there's 2 items and the total is 33. Proceed to check out. Continue. Stripe. Continue. Okay, and up to this point, see that the local storage has the cart, the payment method, and the shipping address. So let's go ahead and fill in our details. 12, 23, 90210. All right. So if I submit this, we're going to get redirected to the home page, and the cart, payment method, and shipping address should disappear, should clear, and we should see a success message that will appear for 5 seconds and then disappear. So let's go ahead and test this out. So I'm going to click submit. We're redirected. You see that these in local storage gone, and we see the success message, and it disappears. Awesome. All right, and this is set back to 0, and the user is still logged in because we can still see this dashboard here. And there you go. And if they wanted to log out, they can come here and they're logged back out and they're redirected to the home page, to the sign-in page. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.